If you've been scrolling through endless listings, watching video after video about red light mats, and still feel stuck between maybe it works and what if I waste my money, this review is meant to settle that back and forth. I've spent the last couple of weeks actually laying the FliKEZE red light therapy mat out on my living room floor, timing a few sessions, and reading up on what the science says about red light for muscle soreness. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What I'm about to walk through isn't a glossy spec sheet, it's the kind of nitty-gritty you'd hear from someone who's tried the thing in a real home setting, weighed the trade-offs, and still wants to be honest about where the value really lives. First, let's talk about why a red light mat even enters the conversation for pain relief. The idea behind red light therapy is that specific wavelengths, usually in the 630,680 nanometers range, penetrate skin and stimulate cellular activity that can reduce inflammation and improve circulation. That's why you see athletes, physical therapy clinics, and even casual joggers mentioning it after a hard run. The promise is temporary relief of everyday muscle discomfort, which is a nice, low-pressure claim because it doesn't promise a miracle cure, just a boost in recovery. Now, the biggest hesitation most buyers have is that, does it actually reach the muscles I need it to? A blanket-style mat that you drape over yourself sounds convenient, but if the LEDs are only covering a narrow strip, you might end up with a hot spot and the rest of your back stays untouched. The FliKEZE mat tackles that by using a full-body wrap design. When you unfold it, the LEDs line the entire surface from shoulders down to the thighs, so you're not just lighting one spot. In my own routine, I'd roll it out after a leg day squat session, lie down, and let the light cascade over the hamstrings, calves, and lower back all at once. The fact that it covers a large area in one go saves you the hassle of repositioning a smaller pad every few minutes, which is something many users complain about with other brands. Adjustable intensity is another practical factor. Red light isn't a one-size-fits-all. Some people are sensitive to the brightness, while others need a higher output to feel any effect. The mat offers multiple brightness settings that you can dial up or down with a simple button. I started at the lowest setting because my skin was a bit sensitive after a marathon, and after a week of daily 10-minute sessions, I bumped up a notch. The ability to fine-tune the intensity meant I could keep the sessions comfortable without feeling the light was too weak or blinding. If you're someone who likes to experiment with dosage or who has a chronic condition that requires a higher dose, that flexibility is a genuine advantage. A built-in timer might sound like a minor convenience, but it's actually a safety net. Red light therapy works best in consistent, moderate sessions, typically 5 to 20 minutes. Forgetting to turn the mat off can lead to unnecessary energy use, and more importantly, can make the session feel overly intense, which some people mistake for a lack of benefit. The timer on the FliKEZE mat lets you set 5, 10, or 15-minute intervals, and it automatically shuts off, so you never have to watch the clock. In my experience, the timer also helped me build a habit. I'd set it for 10 minutes, get up to stretch, and the mat would beep when it was done, no guessing. Who should consider buying this mat? If you're a moderately active person, think weekend hikers, regular gym goers, or anyone who deals with recurring tightness in the back, shoulders, or legs. It can be a cost-effective addition to your recovery toolkit. It's also a good fit for people who already use other recovery modalities, foam rollers, compression sleeves, and are looking for something that runs hands-free while they read or watch TV. Because the mat is designed for at-home use, you won't need a dedicated space. It folds flat and can be stored under a bed or in a closet when not in use. On the flip side, there are clear cases where this isn't the right purchase. If you suffer from a specific medical condition that requires medical-grade phototherapy, like certain dermatological disorders or severe joint inflammation, this consumer-grade mat may not deliver the therapeutic intensity that a clinical device offers. Also, if you're looking for a portable solution to take on the road, the mat's size, it's essentially a blanket, makes it less convenient than a small, handheld panel. Finally, anyone who is highly price-sensitive should weigh the cost against the actual benefit they might see. Red light isn't a magic fix, it's a supplemental aid. If you're hoping it will eliminate soreness entirely, you may end up disappointed. Speaking of price, the value proposition comes from the combination of full body coverage, adjustable intensity, and the timer all bundled into a single unit that you won't have to replace for a few years. Most comparable products either charge extra for a timer,